Lights, camera, and tons of action on Season 6 of The Hollywood Hunter. It's hard not to get excited with the view that the Harteis Ranch gives us and the hunting that The Hollywood Hunter takes us on. So, let's get started.
I'm Freddy Harteis, the Hollywood Hunter. We're rolling into Season 6. We're really excited because we're just getting into a groove of being able to put together some TV that we've dreamed of years ago. The elk are bugling all around us. We got big bucks just running all over the yard and all over this valley. The Harteis Ranch is in full effect. We're into Season 6 Hollywood Hunter. This is our 20th year here at the Harteis Ranch. It's been evolving and evolving into a complete machine of conservation, of management, and world-class animals. We're seeing some of the best mule deer bucks we've ever seen. One of the rainiest summers we've ever had. More moisture than ever. And the animals, you can see it on their heads. They are creating more bone than we've ever seen, growth-wise, than any other year in the past. So it's looking to be an exceptional year. Seeing tons of mature bucks that are 180 and beyond class, as well as some 350 to 380 bulls.
We got a lot of hunters coming in, so you want to give them world-class accommodations. When you're driving on the ranch here, you want to drive off-center, because the last time I didn't do that, I got yelled at, so. Let me take a break, I'm tired already.
So the beginning of each Harteis Ranch season, there's a lot of prep. Tree stand sets, a lot of scouting, cameras in position, just making sure everything's gonna flow for the rest of the season.
Colorado. No better place in the world to be than. First hunter this year, Darren Newsom, coming to take down the biggest mule deer in the land with a little luck.
Look at that deer.
Ooh, that's a big buck.
My name's Darren Newsom. I'm with Ammo & More.
So Darren Newsom is absolutely one of the most fun guys and respected guys in the industry when it comes to ammunition. Ammo & More store is owned by Darren Newsom. They build almost every type of ammunition out there. They have every type of hunting gear and accessories you can think of. And to me, it's a one-stop shop.
Our main focus is to supply ammunition all across the country.
A year ago, he had given me a call watching one of our episodes of Hollywood Hunter and said, Freddie, I would love the opportunity to come out to your ranch and to be able to see what you guys have going on. It looks like an excellent opportunity. Him and I feel like we're almost brothers. The way we see things, the way we see hunting, the way we see conservation, the way we see impacting our industry. I've known about his ammo for years, but started shooting it last year and it changed the game for me. And I said, hey, come out here, let's do an awesome mule deer hunt.
I'm really excited because you've made my life so much easier with the Ammo & More store in the Armscor that I said, you know, let's see if we can get Darren a deer with a bow. So we got him top of the line, bear archery equipment, because I'm just returning the favor. I killed my first deer with a bear bow.
Did you really? We've been out for just a few minutes now. Are you seeing anything that's appetizing?
Yeah, I've seen a lot of bucks, but just to see the bucks we're seeing and that many of them, I mean, that's why we're here.
Armscor is one of the most elite ammo manufacturers in the world. I've been shooting their ammo the last few years and I'm seeing incredible results.
I watch the Hollywood Hunter on TV, and the best part about the whole show is the commercials.
Armscor ammo.
My kids, they'll be like, can we fast forward to the commercial? You know, and I'll fast forward, then I'll have to rewind to watch the rest of the show. But it's amazing to see the relationship we've been able to put together with Freddy and the Hollywood Hunter and ammo and more.
So we're taking the buggy here on the ridge, we're heading north. We're trying to look for some jumbo bucks. It's time for war, Darren!
Badlands. It's all in the approach. Bear Archery. Walk among legends. Cherokee Sports. Solutions for the sportsman. Legendary Arms Works. Live legendary. Raptor Razor Knives. Revolutionizing the hunting and fishing world. Keystone Sporting Arms. Home of the Cricket, Chipmunk, and the new 722. Armscor ammo. Right on target, right on the price. Hollywood Hunter is also brought to you by these fine sponsors. Sometimes in hunting, you only get one chance to take the shot, so you gotta be good and ready and locked and loaded. Freddy and the crew are ready. Are you?
I'm Freddy Harteis, Hollywood Hunter.
We're kicking off season 6 with one of my favorite guys in the industry, Darren Newsom.
We're heading north. We're trying to look for some jumbo bucks.
Michelle, is a young deer. Now the most unique way to hunt here on the Harteis Ranch for deer is to take these buggies and ride for miles and miles until we identify something, and then we go out on foot to go after them.
When I told Freddy I wanted to hunt mule deer on his place, he told me I'd have to do it with a bow instead of a rifle.
Darren Newsom is one of the best shots I've ever seen with a rifle. But the challenge this year is coming to the Harteis Ranch to kill a big, giant, monster mule deer with a bow and arrow. And you say, well, why would a guy that has an ammo company do that? Well, it's because it's all about the challenge.
I actually killed my first deer with a bow, but then with my occupation and what I've done for the last 25 years with ammunition, I've had to kind of step away from the bow hunting because it doesn't fit with the scheme of things with my business.
I got video of a bear ripping this off of there. But what's so great about Reconics is they're bear proof. No, I didn't know that. So we got a bear in here that's been coming in religiously.
The bear outsmarted you this time, Freddy.
He did. At least we know he's here. All right, let's get out of here.
Freddy's like, hey, I got to show you this picture of this buck that I found the other day. A world-class mule deer. I think it's a big 7x8. So as soon as I seen that buck, it was like all focus was on that buck. I got to have that buck. That's the buck that we want to kill.
So I figured I'd give you a little gift for our pre-game mule deer hunt that will help you keep on schedule. What do we got? The new Hollywood Hunter wooden watch.
Can't beat that. What time are we gonna kill that mule deer?
It's gonna be a morning hunt, I think. We're gonna identify him hopefully tonight, and we're gonna slam him one of these mornings. Let's get your bow rock and rolling, fire a couple shots.
It's time for war, Darren! I had shown him a picture of a 200 plus inch 7x7. He was kind of freaking out about it. We're after a specific buck. We knew what we wanted, and we were going to do whatever it took to get it done.
I was feeling a little rusty. Freddy hooked me up with the new bear bow and all the accessories.
Nice shot. Nice. Ripcord's pretty amazing. Trophy Ridge, great sights. Great shot.
It was good having Freddy shoot next to me, gave me a little competition.
Wow, isn't that incredible? You listen to the Hollywood Hunter, and it seems like it's starting to work out for you. We're not going to graduate you immediately. What we need to do is do it in stages. You only get one each. When you graduate, you'll get the other, and then I believe it'll be a permanent staple for every one of your hunts moving forward, won't it? It's still about 80 degrees. The deer are going to be laying tight, or they're going to water. We're going to go right out, and we're going to check a couple of the water holes, some of the Reconics cameras where he may be hanging out, see if we can catch him there. Then we know where he is exactly. We haven't seen him in several days, but we know he's somewhere in that general area on the north end of the property. So let the games begin. It's go time.
The first morning I was awakened by an elk bugling, so being an avid elk hunter, you know, I was like, all right, I'm up, ready to go.
Darren drew the only tag for mule deer here on the Harteis Ranch. So Darren is incredibly lucky. We're seeing world-class stuff around pretty much every corner.
I was fortunate enough to get the one and only landowner tag that Freddy was able to acquire through the Fish and Game Department. He goes, you will be the only person hunting mule deer on the Harteis Ranch. Freddy's putting all of his eggs in one basket. Saying I got one tag, I got one mule deer we're gonna kill, and you're the guy that has to kill it. You know, we've seen a lot of other bucks, but just the drive to find that one buck just kept us going. We knew in order to have a chance to kill that buck, we had to hold out and at least try to find the buck.
We're gonna cut up a little bit higher because they're gonna be kind of feeding this way.
Having the Harteis Ranch as a smaller ranch of just several thousand acres, we're sitting here with a unique opportunity to work with some of the best management tactics and managers of the land that we could ever ask for.
It's still a young buck. Great genetics, good biometrics. When we find one buck, we're gonna find many.
A hunter, if he wants to harvest the biggest buck, he has to hold out sometimes.
If you haven't guessed the word for the episode, it's patience. You can't be too quick or too loud when it comes to hunting. The Hollywood Hunter has given Darren some bow tips, and he's ready to go. Now, it's just a matter of waiting.
So here we are, another beautiful morning. Darren is wound up today. I can't even believe his excitement level. We've been seeing lots of animals, deer about everywhere. We're gonna comb some areas we haven't been at yet, so come with us.
So once I showed the picture to Darren of that 200-inch deer, he was like, I'm in. That's all I want to get is that deer. I said, I'm with you, bud, so let's do whatever we got to.
We are pretty fired up. We're heading up the canyon here. We're in Apache Canyon. We're seeing 3 bucks here. Nothing big and exciting, but they're still moving around. It's still about 8 o'clock in the morning. We got probably 2 more hours. From a distance, we catch these bucks and then we'll make a hot pursuit on them. But the hardest part's finding them.
You have to have patience. You'll see a buck that is a great buck. In fact, it's a trophy buck anywhere else. But a hunter, if he wants to harvest the biggest buck, he has to hold out sometimes.
I have a feeling Darren and I are like the millions of other hunters that go out there looking for a trophy, and that is when you get your mindset on it, you're gonna go morning, day, and night. We were exhausting every opportunity. So having that one monster buck in the back of our mind, we're passing on some absolute giants. So I had seen this 200-inch deer on many occasions between July and August. We thought for sure this was a done deal, but after showing Darren the picture, that was the last sighting we have had of him, and now we're losing sleep over not being able to find him.
I think Freddy was getting pretty aggravated. This deer was basically kicking our butt.
I'm not sure which target to shoot up.
Darren Newsom is one of the best shots I've ever seen with a rifle. But the challenge this year is to kill a big giant mule deer with a bow and arrow. What are you trying to do with the bullets?
Well, I'm trying to figure out how to attach this to my arrow.
What in the world is he talking about? Let's put the bullets away. Can I have
to
this?
put the bullets away?
Well, you can put it in your pocket for good luck.
Armscor now is producing a trophy class line of ammunition in honor of Big Fred.
So Darren sent me the first copy of the new trophy class ammunition by Armscor, which is dedicated to my dad, and a picture of my father on the back with me shaking his hand on his last bull that he killed here at the Harteis Ranch. So Darren, I know you really want to shoot Armscor ammo, so what we're gonna do is put this in the kill zone, see if you can hit it.
Well, I have to shoot at something. You know, we're not seeing any deer that we want to kill. We're not seeing this elusive buck, so I might as well shoot at something here.
We have the new Bear Arena, the Trophy Ridge sights, the ripcord arrow rest.
Well, my friend, looks like you can shoot ammo anytime with your bow.
Having the lucky bullet in my pocket, so I at least had the ammunition with me at the time.
You got my lucky bullet with me. I'll take that.
Well, let's go get this done. So I can see them coming out in these different meadows.
Freddy's already got a lot of fire under him, but I think this made him want to find that buck that much more, you know, and got him a little more excited each day to get out and find it.
So here we are rolling into the last day of the hunt, and I'm a little bit stressed.
Man, this is the last day. We haven't seen the big buck, you know, that we're looking for.
This big buck that we're going after, I think he's taking a siesta. His last siesta until Darren puts an arrow in him. We had that one buck in mind, and that was where we were gonna go. And him and I are very competitive. If there's a way we can get it done, we're gonna do it.
Badlands. It's all in the approach. Bear Archery. Walk among legends. Cherokee Sports. Solutions for the sportsman. Trophy Ridge Sights. The fierce science of dead certain accuracy.
Blind Turtle, the best in high-value hunting blinds.
Ripcord Ace. The #1 fall-away arrow rest. Buck Forage. The preferred forage for wildlife.
Hollywood Hunter is also brought to you by these fine sponsors.
When a hunter decides something, they become single-focused, and the only thing on Hollywood and Darren's minds and sights are this deer. I hope that lucky bullet helps, Darren.
So this morning we're off to a great start. We're seeing lots of big bucks, but I know we got bigger bucks here. We'll keep moving, see what else we can come up with.
Even though our focus was on this world-class buck, we were seeing bucks everywhere. I mean, we'd see a big 5-5 over here, a 4-point over here. Me and Freddie would look at each buck and we'd pick it apart. If I hadn't have seen the picture, we probably would have harvested one of these bucks.
So we have all these great bucks in sight, and we're thinking, what in the world are we doing passing these guys up? They're all trophies, they're all wall hangers. But as we rolled up onto the mountain, Darren says, stop the car. We end up finding a buck that we saw the first day.
We look and we just see a really good buck on the side of the road.
That we were both very impressed with. We kind of looked at each other like we're not impressed, but we were extremely impressed. So at this point I looked at Darren and I said, bro, you need to make a decision. And I knew that he really wanted to go after it.
A light bulb kind of goes off and says, Darren, this is a buck that you shouldn't pass up.
Right up here. We sneak up to that edge and we realize it's gone.
Where'd he go? Man, this deer was just here. You know, he has to be close.
Well, we continually worked up the hill.
We're just about to turn around and go back and look around again. I'm like, Freddie.
And as I say, Darren, I'm out of here. Let's go back. He says, he's right there. By that point, the adrenaline was flowing. We were so excited. It's a monster buck up on the hill.
The deer's right above us. The deer is looking at us, has us pegged. The deer actually started walking, stopped, gave me a perfect broadside shot.
He drew that bow back. You drilled him. You drilled him. Rena just launched that arrow right into that deer, center punched him right in the crease. I knew it wasn't gonna go far. The lucky bullet! Nothing like a giant buck in your face. He ran like crazy. Let's see if we can't go find him.
The equipment did excellent, you know, to a complete pass through.
It's a complete pass through, my friend. What a great shot. We got a winner here. Wow, he ran through these rocks. believe he went through here. He's quite a trooper, isn't he? Did he come through here? He must have. This looks like it's him. Right here. Here's his track. Yeah!
It's the biggest deer I've ever killed with a bow.
Proud of you, bud. Awesome. I want to congratulate you. That is a world-class deer, and you did it with a bow and arrow. It's a humbling privilege to be able to have a deer like this that we can hunt on the Harteis Ranch.
Being a real avid hunter, especially a mule deer hunter, and I'm really involved with the Mule Deer Foundation, I know mule deer management, what it takes to grow a big mule deer, and the Harteis Ranch has what it takes.
Now that he's on the ground, he's definitely bigger than we thought. Absolute giant. So this was the biggest mule deer buck that Darren's ever shot to date. We have to be very disciplined here because we have so many great animals. We want to find the best. Darren's a very patient individual. We come out with one of the best deer we could have this week.
I know that buck's going to be here next year, and Buck, I'm looking for you.
Closed captioning has been brought to you by Bear Archery.
This is an absolute gnarly buck. And this is really what we're developing here at the Harteis Ranch.
Freddy and Darren totally have this bromance now going on over mule deer. They created a bond over it. Darren's such a hard-working guy. The Hollywood Hunter is about relationships and bonding and getting to know yourself better through the eyes of others, appreciating what God has given you, and kind of a lot of bromance.
Freddy, I told you if you got me a good buck, I was going to do the double H's, so here it goes.